Backward.
I'm just trying to do the work, overtime, always on the clock, no pen, always off the mind. Wisdom done walked in, she a dime piece. Praise and devotion is the time on my timepiece. Garments on my body, so I'm fresh. Heaviness and filthiness of sin done left me, walking in the spirit till my death. So I hope he gon' raise me like the Father raised him. I'm singing to the captains, we the best. But I ain't DJ Khaled, I'm just trying to keep commandments. Tell them Torah is the wave of the future. So I got my surfboard trying to catch the big kahuna in the water with them sharks. I'ma play my part, I ain't doing what they do. He done brought me from the dark and he set me in his light that I can see it. All the lies and deception, Satan's only weapon. I'ma go to war with the truth. The lamb slain from the foundation. That's the proof, homie. We be conversating, so he know me. I'ma do his whistle, he gon' show me. Mysteries and secrets in this book. I was reading, searching for him, that's what it took. When he gave me understanding, I was shook. But it's cool, cause I learned only the wicked gon' get cooked, not the righteous. In the water with them sharks, I'ma play my part, I ain't doing what they do. He done brought me from the dark, and he set me in his light that I can see it. All the lies and deception, Satan's only weapon. Helmet on my head, salvation. Watch it turn to a crown, got me waiting, anticipating eternal life. Eating on 11 bread, that's what I like. I sit down with a cup of wine, hooked up to the truth vine. I'ma bear these fruits to get inheritance in due time. Like the brightness of the sun, he told us that we gon' shine. So I'm meditating on this word to keep him on my mind while I'm in the water with them sharks. I'ma play my part, I ain't doing what they do. He done brought me from the dark and he set me in his light that I can see it. All the lies and deception, Satan's only weapon. I don't worship idols, I done gave him up. Put my faith into Yeshua, he done picked me up. Put me on the narrow path, I was on the Broadway. Better quit that acting, he'll open, show you broad day. Trials and tribulations, had to learn the hard way. Took me out the furnace, cleaned me up, he washed the dross away. Now I'm telling everybody around me what he did for me. I ain't gonna forsake him, I'ma rep the blood that's spilled for me while I'm in the water with them sharks. I'ma play my part, I ain't doing what they do. He done brought me from the dark and he set me in his light that I can see it. All the lies and deception, Satan's only weapon. Woe to you pastors who scatter the flock. Jeremiah 23, have you read it or not? Cause bowing down to a man that wasn't the plot. I pledge allegiance to Yeshua HaMashiach. The only way to the kingdom, the mothers is hot. And they ain't never going out, extinguishing not. So keep your head on the swivel, my people of not. Cause deception's at its highest, believe it or not. In the water with them sharks, I'ma play my part, I ain't doing what they do. He done brought me from the dark and he set me in his light that I can see it. All the lies and deception, Satan's only weapon.
All right, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. My bad. Shabbat shalom, family. Shabbat shalom. All praise and glory go to the Most High Yah, His only begotten Son, Jesus the Christ. Yahushua Mashiach Yahushua. Blessed be His holy name, man. Good to be back in front of y'all again on the Most High Holy Shabbat day. We're gonna give him his due praise. Give him his due praise. Y'all know we are getting from Shabbat Shalom, Mikael. I see you up there, brother.
Shalom, Hebrew. Give me a second. I'm trying to get everything paired up.
All praise. All right. Y'all know when we come in on this holy Shabbat day, man, we got to be giving the Most High his praise. We got to be thankful that we done made it from Shabbat to Shabbat, from day to day. You know, a lot of times that we come in here and we take it for granted. We didn't, we don't thank the Most High that we done got through just 1 hour of that day. We had a good night's sleep. We wake up. A lot of us wake up. He done laid us down, gave us a good night's sleep, and woke us up. And we look at, oh man, I ain't feeling, man, golly, not thinking that the Most High has given you some rest for that evening or for that night. And all we get up, the first thing we do is complain. Complain, instead of thanking the Most High. Should be jumping for joy, and most of the time you upset and mad because it's your fault that you feeling all tired and grumpy. You knew what you had to do. You should have got on in that bed and went on to sleep, got you some rest. But we can give all praise and honor to the Most High, and thank you for getting us from Shabbat to Shabbat. Y'all see the title up there again, Spirits Transfer Part 4. I'm going to try to get to Part 5. That should be the last and final part. I was looking into it, going into that part. It's going to be some stuff that I'm going to have to go detail or touch on. But I'm going to see if I can get this back up on screen again, what we would discuss about it. But Shabbat Shalom to y'all. We're going to go ahead and get this class started. Jedediah, I know he hit me and said he was running behind. I haven't heard from the other brothers at all. But he said let me get this off screen. Here we go. Well, y'all see the title, Spirits Transfer. And y'all remember I'm working this myself. And y'all, if y'all can remember what the class was about, so we're going to do another quick overview of it. Let's get rid of this ad. Spirits transfer. They'll go to the spirits right there. But anyway, we went over these things. The first one, matter of fact, let me just read this because I like the way they had put the introduction of it. It says, in this, it is the passage of positive. Hold on. That's not that. Forget it. Transferring of spirits is the transfer of spirits from one person to another. Transference of spirits is part and parcel of mankind on planet Earth. There are two types of transference of spirits: positive or holy transference, negative or unholy transference. A positive or holy transference of spirit is the passage of positive or holy transference of spirits started by the Most High God. After God created Adam, the first man on planet Earth, he breathed into Adam's foundation and transferred his spirit into Adam, and he became a living being. Genesis 2:7. Because the Most High living spirit was transferred into him. Another example of positive transference of spirits can be seen in the Holy Bible, when the ministerial works of the prophet Moses was so much for him only. The Most High took the spirit of Moses and transferred it to 70 elders and Israel, thereby reducing the responsibility of Moses in order for them to support prophet Moses' ministerial work. As a result of Moses being very old age, positive transferring of spirits took place. That's the positive side of it. The negative side of it, the copycat, the enemy. I see you, brother KG. Here we go. The negative side of it, shalom to you, Shabbat shalom to you.
Shabbat shalom, family.
Shalom, Hebrew. $50 fine. Go ahead.
My goodness.
Go ahead, Eliyahu.
Negative or unholy transferring of spirits is the transfer of unholy evil spirits from any possessed subject or person to an unpossessed person, thereby making such a person to be possessed with an evil spirit. Satan and cohorts are the originators of negative or unholy spirits spirit, unholy transference of spirit. There are also, they are also the distributors. There are many persons today who cannot explain how they came under the influence of evil spirits, of reckless immorality, anger, pride, materialism, hatred, and so forth. All right, now it said below are some spirits the way they've been transferred. We went over these. We went over these all the way down. We went through the land of hands, transferring through word of communication, transference spirit via association, transferring through sex, transferring through TVs. We even talked about your phone, transferring through books, and we went through showing how it could be some of these what do they call romance novels, or even some of the books that they have for even your children. You have to be careful with transferring through via your parents. We talk about how your parents transferred when you learned every unholy holiday from your parents, and you go right along with them also. Transferred spirits through music. And that's what we talked a little bit on that last week. I said we're gonna talk a little bit more on it today. And brothers, I'm sorry, I suppose I've been sending the what's called out, man, the scripts out. So I'm just had to call them out a little bit more clearer today. I forgot to send those out. Actually, I got caught up in so much, man. I'm glad I was able to get in to be able to bring this class out. But I usually start off with some signature scriptures. Can somebody give me Psalms 95? Psalms 95.
Psalms 95. Can you hear me, Hebrew?
Loud and clear?
Okay, just making sure. Psalms 95, right?
Yes, sir.
What verse? Where you want me to start?
The whole thing. The whole thing.
All right. Psalms 95. Oh, come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise unto him with songs. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hand are the deep places of the earth. The strength of the hills is his also. The sea is his. He hath made it, and his hands formed the dry land. O come, let us worship and bow down, and let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our Yah. We are the people of his pasture, the sheep of his hand. Today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your heart as in the day of provocation. Harden not your heart as in provocation, and as in the day of temptation in the wilderness, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. 40 years long was I grieved with this generation, and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways, unto whom I swear in my wrath, that they should not enter into my rest.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Revelation 22 and 14.
Revelations 22 and 14.
Yes, sir.
All right, and it reads, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Blessed are they that do his commandments. Blessed are they that do his commandments. Starting from the beginning of the Bible all the way to the end of the Bible. That's what we can read, is keeping the commandments of the Most High Yah.
That's
keeping
right.
his commandments. And we will be blessed to enter the city. A lot of people have told us in Christianity mindset, you don't have to keep these commandments anymore, but we know that we have to keep the commandments of the Most High. All right, let's get this transfer the spirits through the music, and you know how it goes, brother. Y'all got whenever y'all ready to jump in, man, just jump in. Bring out whatever the Most High has laid on your heart to bring out during this class through music. Where you at, KG?
Right here. Oh, okay, we at 8. Okay. Transfers of spirits through music. Music is another powerful medium for the transfer of evil spirits. Just as there is good Christian gospel music, so also there is bad music with evil conceived songs that encourage immorality, promote violence, condone murder, invocation of demons, and worshiping of Satan.
Mm. Let me show y'all one real quick. I had pulled this article right here up. You read this one for me also? Uh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
is it on script? Did it get on there? No.
Yeah, it says drill down, drill music.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Drill, yeah.
Might need to bring it up. Drill for the title is Drill Down, Drill Music, Social Media, and Serious Youth Violence.
All right. This was
All right.
written on February 4, 2022. Let's go with it. Here we go.
The final theme in CREST Advisory's research programming examining the drivers of violence focuses on the role of social media. Our main report on the relationship between social media and violence will be published in spring of 22. But here in the first two long reads, head of research and policy Joe Callery and analyst Patrick Olajati, I might say that wrong, but look at the controversy surrounding drill music. A view has taken hold in parts of the criminal justice system, the Metropolitan Police, the Crown Prosecution Service, and among some magistrates and judges that drill music videos posted on social media channels can cause serious violence between young people. The challenges of responding to this perceived risk highlights a wider problem facing police forces and children's services as threats of violence migrate into a virtual world unfamiliar to adults. What is drill music? The origins of drill music can be traced back to the early 2000s to 2010s, when it emerged as a darker subgenre of trap music, which itself was a subgenre of US hip hop. Trap is a term which commonly refers to the use of trap houses in illegal drug markets, so called because there is only one way in and one way out of a forfeiting of Salaki of a fortified drug house. Trap
Mm.
houses are similar to crack houses, which rose to prominence as part of urban drug supply networks in the UK in the 1990s. As police clamp down on dealing drugs in the open, trap and trapping are often used more generally to describe involvement in drug dealing as a trap from which it is difficult to escape. In the UK, drill largely followed on from the grim and road rap scenes, taking inspiration from the beats of the Southside Chicago, USA streets and the meteoric rise to fame of young artists such as Chief Keef, Lil Reese, and Lil Durk. UK drill music shares much with the trap rap of the southern United States, or U.S. states, Salakia, but is noted for a more stripped down sound and a arguably more direct relationship to crime and violence.
Hey, Salaki. Y'all see, if you're not, when you're reading this, you see that even where it started from and now where it's at all over, over the water, all the way over in the UK. And this is why when we look at things and talk about spirits transfer, we see through music how they happen. And now through all of this, all you hear on this is nothing but violence, violence, violence behind it. Talking about drug dealing, selling dope. Where is it? Against police, crime, violence. Talking about all that that's happening around this type of music. And then when you go into the music and listen to some of the lyrics, I was gonna pull some of them up. I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. Some of the lyrics, I mean, they all they talk about is killing or doing dope.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Am I losing service?
Now,
Is that me?
come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you lost service, Eliyahu.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you good now. You good. You
Okay.
just breaking up. You
Okay.
good now.
But you'll never hear anybody talk about doing harm to the white man in their music. It's always against your own people that you're talking about doing this against your own people, and you see that it went from the U.S. to over on the other side of the world, and you don't think that it is people this thing, music, spirits transferred through music.
You know, it also goes to prove that whatever we doing over here, that it proves that the scriptures are correct and true from the Most High. We are the salt of the earth. People copy us, whether we in the
Hmm.
wickedness or we in righteousness. People watch us, and we set the trend throughout the whole earth.
The
Hmm.
I
whole
guess you would call us trendsetters. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
right,
So
right.
But
yeah. So
it's a
so
lot.
they want to wear Pooh Shiesty masks. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
now they doing it in China. Them kids are doing it in UK and India. Like anything we promote that's wicked, the world gonna follow.
They gonna follow.
Go ahead, KG. I know you finna say something. I didn't mean to cut you out, Hebrew.
Oh no, no, you fine, you fine. But I just wanted to add on to what you were saying. See, brothers and sisters, what we have to realize about this music monopoly that's going on is the fact of who runs it and who the puppets are.
Mm,
And majority of the time, the music that is most violent, the music that is most that promotes prostitution, promotes drug dealing, this is the music that gets promoted the most. Why? Because of the message it sends and the energy that comes from the message. Not only that, but it's also because of who is pushing the agenda. Majority of music companies are owned by Jewish people.
mm.
So, and I say this because before I came into the truth, I used to do music. I used to make this kind of music, honestly. But as I got deeper and deeper into trying to pursue a quote unquote dream I had of my own, I realized that what was really going on behind the closed doors, behind the industry doors, behind the corporate doors, and these are the things that go on. See, you can make a song that uplifts people, that make you can make a song of positivity, but the problem is getting somebody to push it, because if you're pushing that type of music, then what are you pushing? You're pushing peace, and they don't want peace. They want your people in destruction. They want your people in a mindful captivity to where they continue to sin, they continue to be caught up in these things in which they continuously promote. Now Eliyahu made a point earlier. um they don't push this type of music onto their own people. For
Mm-mm.
instance, you won't hear, if you hear a Jewish person or anybody of that nature um listening to this type of music, is probably edited,
Yep.
or they don't let their kids listen to it at all. And then to add on to this, I'm gonna use country music for an example. All kinds of country music, and country music is becoming the go-to avenue for a lot of musicians because of there's not a lot of people in the genre. Okay.
Demographic. They reach a different demographic of people. Go ahead.
Exactly. And because of this, this music is gets you if you go back and listen to a lot of country songs, country music promotes the same thing. The only difference is that they're not saying it the same way that you would hear it in hip hop. So the same things that goes on now, maybe not the violent aspect of it, but they're still promoting getting being drunk. They're still promoting having sex with somebody else's wife. They're still
Mm.
promoting promiscuity and so on and so forth.
Yeah, yeah.
But
They promote
because
violence too.
well, yeah, more so, probably not as much as the hip hop genre do, but I do believe that, and I say that because what we're having to realize is you don't hear about that in country music, but you're quick to hear about it in hip hop. Why?
Yep.
Because hip hop is a black based genre. It's more black people in hip hop than it would be in country music, than it would be in any other genre that you want to pull up. I mean, even R&B. There are other nationalities of people that make R&B music, but you don't hear about the negativity of them the way
Mm-mm.
that you do with the black community. And I digress, brother Eliyahu. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, they oh,
they sing they country music with the violence in it, but they have a more of a mellow tune. Like that song, don't bring don't you'll get run out of a small town or have that country song though.
you
Y'all,
know that was directed towards us too. Go ahead.
yeah, that song. But see,
In a small town.
yeah, try this in a small town. So you see that was promoting violence, but it was in their perspective of what country is to them, but it was a
Yeah.
violent song. Go ahead, Eliyahu.
Too bad. Shabbat shalom to your Most High Christ bless.
Shabbat shalom, fam.
Shalom, shalom, Hebrew.
Any input
Shalom,
you want
family. Shalom.
to this before we get too far?
Nah, man, I'm trying to get to a quiet space over here.
I feel okay. All right. Read this. Finish reading that paragraph out, and I'm gonna try to show something that Sister Veronica sent me this morning. She in the chat, Psalms 91 sent me this morning. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up real quick. But go ahead and finish reading that paragraph out for me. Brother KG, well, yeah, you lost.
Yeah, no, I'm right here. I'm multitasking. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Salakia about that. Where was we at on that?
Right here, 2. Right at 2.
So let me see. Okay. UK drill music initially gained prominence in Lambeth, brought in South London, especially Brixton, via independent YouTube uploads from rappers and artists belonging to or claiming to belong to gangs such as 150 Up Top and 67. The genre saw increasing popularity as an American cultural import and has maybe it's bargain within London's young black and minority ethnic communities since the mid-late 2010s, spawning regional subgenres across the UK such as Scouse Trap from Misery Side artists such as Trims, Gigs, and Bally Jones.
All right, that's pretty much I think we got the gist of it. And y'all, I don't know if y'all ever watch any of them movies. I think one is called Gangs of London. There's some ruthless stuff that be going on over there. And they go just as hard as the gangs over here in the U.S.
They hard over there in London. Our brothers over there harder. See, they ain't got guns. They do it. They hit you with them knives. They get close and personal.
Right. Right. They get up right there up on you. Let me see if I can find this real quick, man. I thought I shared it. I hope I did. Oh yeah, I did. Let me see if it'll play. Matter of fact, I better add this to it real quick. Where's my banner? There we go. All right. Let's see if I can get this to play real quick. You know, it's coming from Facebook. If they let me play it. Here we go.
Me in a certain way based on what they have seen. Y'all can't read these words, but I'm gonna read them to you. He put out right before he died. He said, "I'm ready to die, and nobody can save me." Biting the bats' heads off, drinking blood, urine, all that stuff in the concerts, basically just devil worshiping. He said, "But it's coming for the African American kids." Busy Bone came out talking about the Mr. Ouija. It was written backwards, and you hold it up to the mirror, and there was a confession that you speak. They opened up our community to that spirit. Wow. Now when you see young black men, they look totally different now. But God showed me that in the 80s. People thought I was crazy. Black folks ain't gonna worship the devil. No way. Meaning, if we were to go back to where hip-hop was at its inception, would it then be acceptable? Not at all. Hip-hop was corrupt in its creation. African Bambaataa went to Africa. He learned the ways of the Zulus. The Zulus are into ancestral worship. People's like, oh, no, it's just beats. If you know anything about frequency, you know that it's never just beats. What do you think about the feminization of men in hip-hop? And you got rappers wearing skirts and dresses. These guys are taught by Aleister Crowley to channel spirits from the flood. Nephilim were used to getting praise and worship. You see this movie Sinners just came out. Some people can watch it and it won't do anything, but some people can watch it and have an open door. It's the difference to me between Christian hip hop and Christian rap. There's a culture that's attached to it. There's a spirit attached to it. I've been addressed by the spirit. This guy was shy, timid. He was like mousy. After we had dealt with the demons of his life, he manifested. When the spirit manifested, he sat back on the chair. He had a toothpick in his mouth and he sat back on the chair. I said, you know who I am? He said, yeah, I know who you are. You've been chosen. I said, chosen for what? He said, to deal with me. I said, well, what's your name? He said, hip hop. If you take his riches, you owe him something. There has to be a rite of passage. Oh my gosh. I tried to warn the church. You sell your soul to the devil, you owe the devil your soul. Even if Jesus never bowed his head, if he accepted the perks that the enemy offered, it's as good as worship. Beyonce had to go to her to get her womb unlocked. The 3 women that were over BLM, they're lesbian witches. And they were doing Yoruba ceremonies in the streets. God wants you to know that he is far from done with you. He's commissioned, licensed you, not just for then, but for now. He chose you.
Now, I told y'all they went right to Bone Thugs and Harmony. You remember I said that last week?
Gone.
Let me show you. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. This is what he was talking about. That's it right there. That what was on that album cover. You had to read it in backwards. That's what he talked about. That opened up that portal to make a. You know, you look at Lil Wayne. You think you looking at a demon. See that's it right there. Is it sharing Hebrew?
Yeah, it's sharing.
Okay.
It's sharing.
So I'm gonna unshare this real fast. But I was just showing y'all what he was talking about in that video. It's true.
Yep, and even though it's coming from that was it Pastor G. Craig Lewis, whatever his name is, it is true what he's saying. He's a Christian pastor that don't want to be in heaven if it's black people in heaven, but it is what it is. But you know they do have some truth that they bring out about them and about hip hop. You can see everything that changes. You see people constantly change when they first come in, how vulgar they get, or even you know. You look at Lil Wayne right now. If you pull up a picture of Lil Wayne, look how he look right now compared to when he first came in. Lil Wayne, he looked like he about like an 80-year-old woman with blonde dreads. But all that stuff changed from the drug usage and everything. Lil Boost, all of them. You know, but that's the way they have to do. Pretty much sell your soul to get in this thing. Sell your soul to get into it. That is about music. I got one more to show y'all. If it allows me to pull it up, let me try this one right here. One more on this, and then you brothers can go in, and I'm gonna show y'all how these people, what these people do, man. And it's getting. I looked it up. Where is it? Golly. See if they let me find it. Oh man, they may not let me show it on here. My brother had showed it to me earlier, but it's not letting me pull it up for some reason right here. I should have, what's it called? No, hold, let me try it here. Let me see what it's called. But y'all go ahead and say something. Say something to the people, man. Somebody let the people know what y'all think about that.
Yeah, here go a picture of Lil Wayne. Y'all look at it. Let me get it up here for y'all. Look at that clown.
We don't see anything out. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
The money. So what G. Craig was saying was true, y'all. What it's and we you know I brought it out on that platform about the Black Lives Matter, how there was 3 lesbian witches that was running it, and they were doing rituals. You know when people do them candlelight rituals at a crime scene and stuff. That's witchcraft.
Yep.
People don't realize that. Go ahead, y'all. I'm done.
Hey, Shalom, Barakatah, how about Shem Yahshua, Shem Karkadash? How's everybody on this Shabbat?
Shalom.
Shalom. Bro,
hey,
shalom.
Bring. I don't know if y'all brought it up, but they have a thing every year called the Met Gala. No one knows what's going on, but you got people dressed up like they going to some soiree. But if y'all look at it, what is that? Who's that chick? I don't like looking at her. I don't even like saying her name. But she's if you see it, she's always in these pictures with these celebrities. That woman look like
Short,
death itself.
short Edomite woman with like black hair.
Yeah, and the teeth look
Hmm.
black as heck. You
Yeah,
know, but
she's like a head witch.
yeah,
She's one of the top people that people like Beyonce and people
Jay Z and them.
yeah, they answer to her. See, but Beyonce is like she what's that god they claim she be saying in her songs. I want to say it's
Sasha something.
No, that's
not
Sasha.
that
No,
Sasha Fierce is his alter ego.
Oh, it's
That's who.
how alter ego. You talking
Yeah.
about that one? You talking about that one witch looking lady that was she took a. I seen the last picture I seen of. She was with the Amigos, right?
Mhm.
yeah,
And didn't one of them get killed?
yes, in
Mhm.
Houston.
Mm.
So he was a sacrifice. So what was it? No, there's an African deity.
Yeah.
She
I,
showed it last time because she had like
Oh
a
yeah,
crown. She had like a crown on her head and she was pregnant.
and
yeah.
she be they be making altars and stuff for her too.
Right. I
I
can't.
want to say it's O'Shea or something like
It
that,
is something like that. It is
but
something like that.
that woman that you bringing up about brother Jedediah, she is like the top witch in that belief.
Yeah, she's the what was it? She's the guide for them.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that they commission. But as you can see, her wickedness is making her countenance darker and darker. That's what y'all are saying about Lil Wayne. It's like the light. What was it? It's like the light is moving further and further away from them. Even when you look in their eyes, they say the eyes are windows to the soul, and all you
Mm-hmm.
see is just darkness. There's no light in it. And Eliyahu was talking about that. There's no mixing of light and dark. There's either light or dark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that rapper that come out the other day and said they took me up to a high mountain to do a video shoot?
Yeah,
And they
Little Tony. His
Lil
name
Tony.
is little Tony.
Yeah, and he asked them what I got to do, how y'all get all this wealth and Lambos and McLarens, and he said you gotta serve the devil. We worship the
Yep.
devil, and
Yep.
you either take it up the butt or we'll get it out your mouth. That's what he said. That's
That's
what
what
he
he
said.
said. He said, "Little Tony." I was gonna bring that one up, but it was a little too much call him. But I'm gonna show y'all something. Yeah, let me show y'all something real quick. Y'all see this right here? It says Lavender Light Gospel Choir, right? That's what. So what you reading something like this, what you expect to see on a Lavender Light Gospel Choir, and everything seemed like okay. You got a choir up there, but you seeing it like everything is cool. But then you start going through these things. Let me see if they show. Start looking closely to them, what they have. If they show all the videos. Here we go. This is the Lavender Light Choir now. This is the things they believe in this choir.
I can be my authentic queer self.
Oh, okay.
Growing up in church, you know how this is like, listen, you don't have gospel music without queer people. It's the truth is the truth. And people, they can talk the talk and they do like this with one eye, and then,
Did you always know?
Always.
Okay.
Always knew. Didn't have a name for it, but I always knew.
And so what did you think about the ones that were partaking in the music industry that you knew about their lives?
I just figured I'd wind up like them, not ever saying anything. I mean, it wasn't like, it was kind of like within, certain circles. It was just an understood, unofficially known thing. It just wasn't discussed, and it was so much bigger of a deal than it was for the straight men and women who were out hoeing in the street, because it was mostly the quartet singers, and so we all knew about them, but it was kind of like just expected. But when it came to queer folks, all of a sudden that's worse. It's like, but y'all don't understand. You don't have gospel music without us. You don't have choir directors. You don't have tenor sections. You don't have piano players and organists, songwriters, lead singers without us. And that's not all. I'm not obviously. I'm not saying all the men, all the women, but by and large,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, would
you don't have it without.
That's enough of them queer dudes. Look,
All of them.
y'all hear that, right? Yeah.
Hey,
Y'all hear that?
Hey,
and we know that it's whole true because a lot of the churches that we used to go to, they had queer people leading the choir on the piano. Most of them was homosexual. That was up there, and then when they got up there and started dancing around, you saw seeing some of them coming out, and you're like, oh yeah, they there. Something wrong with them, but you hear what he say. You do not have gospel music without them. Without them.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now where that start off with, right? So they have a thing called the Gospel Music Workshop. So here's the thing: what the Lord's been showing me lately. It ain't what you see; is what's going on in the background that you don't see. That's the real issue.
Exactly.
So what's happening? A lot of them bishops. Okay, I can tell you right now when they have to coach. If you look up the numbers right now, when they have Kojic, Church of God in Christ conventions, the level of pornography rentals in the hotels go dramatically up. The amount of prostitutes being used goes dramatically up. Here's the other issue that a lot of people don't know. You do have musically gifted young people, and then unfortunately, one of the things that were being stated, like for that coaching and especially the Gospel Music Workshop, is you don't go to the bathroom by yourself, because a lot of them bishops, a lot of them pastors and preachers, they have them sexual sins, and a lot of them. Hey, Eddie Long was put out to be like that, but a lot of them do a lot of wickedness to those kids, mess them kids' heads up, and you ain't allowed to talk about a man of God, so they can hide in the bushes, they can hide in the shadows, and that's why you have a lot of them who stay true to their choir directors, because a lot of them smashing them.
But who? I know the man is the head. He's the chief. He's supposed to be the head. He is the head. But in that particular setting, he's the head of wickedness. But who co-signs all that mess?
The women.
The black woman.
I
know y'all don't like to hear it, but
yeah,
the black woman. But
the
black woman, y'all hang around the gay men.
Mm-hmm.
You get your hair done by the gay men.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we can go to Isaiah 44, and it'll show you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
ain't nothing new under the sun. Go ahead.
So like, I'll take you one further. I feel like the community as a whole has failed. Far as when I say that, I mean those of our people that are still lost in that cycle of worship. And I say that because, okay, Brother Mikael just brought it out. Yeah, whether you in the streets or whether you in the church, it does be women that coddle these types of men, that coddle these types of women, that baby them, that pacify them. But at the same time, what does that go on to say about the men that are not like that and still be around that type of stuff? Then you have to turn around and look at it. It's a if the top is wicked, so will the people be. Brother Stephen brought that out in his lesson Thursday. However, the leader is of a community, a church, or a rule, whoever the ruler is, so shall the people be. So if the ruler is wicked, then the people will be wicked as well. And I'm only saying that to say this. Uh, this this be the moments why we be saying the things that we say about the Christian church, about anything pertaining to a church, because y'all are well, not y'all, but they are supposed to be, they proclaim to be the beacon of light to the world. You proclaim to be this person for the Most High, but yet you have, like Brother Jedediah just said, you have all these things that go on behind closed doors. You have all these things that go on that people that can't get spoken about because you're quote unquote a man of God. But the Bible tells us to give a righteous judgment no matter who it is.
That's right.
So with that being said, it leads me back to the community, because I feel as though the community as a whole is so caught up on having some type of connection with the Most High that they just accept anything. You're so caught up on looking the part, putting on your church dress, putting on your nice outfit for Sunday, and pastor's appreciation and so on and so forth,
Mm-hmm.
that you're not looking into the deeper details of what goes on when that pastor gets off of that pulpit, or when them
Right.
deacons go back in the back and count that money, or when these people are, like one thing I have realized, like I said, I have been on both sides of this. I have seen what brother Yedadiah has brought out, and I'm on the other side
Yep.
of it now. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? When you
Yeah.
get into these things, there are things that you have to do, and if
Yeah.
you're not willing to do these things,
Yeah.
then you will not be successful. So what
Yeah.
does that say? How is it we know, I know hundreds of men and women that can sing to the Raptors, but they're not famous. They're not
Mm,
on
Yeah.
BET.
Yeah.
They're not a part of the
That's right.
BET Gospel Award. So
Yeah.
what does that say? Because we know who runs that platform. We
Yeah.
right.
know who controls that platform. So how did you get there? Because
Yeah.
you are not going to tell me that you got there just off of pure talent. Now, there is some cracks and
I,
crevices that you can sneak into, but it's
Yeah.
highly unlikely.
Well, even moving
and,
up, even
and
moving
real
up.
quick, what you were saying, you like to say you can go on to with us. You say people, how talented our people are, the singing. Even with the just say basketball, you can go into any court in the neighborhood and pull somebody off that court that just can play just as good as anybody in the NBA can. So they target us. They know and they use us for what they need, what they want us for, or what they need us for, and saying that okay, this person right here, they won't cause you any trouble. They can be easily manipulated into this. But if you go get this one, he may cause you all type of trouble, and you may not be able to manipulate him through it. So you have been studied. They study us. They watch us, and they keep an eye. They know and who to put their hands on or who to choose. That's why you see a lot of our people that's involved in this get caught up in this so easily because they can easily accept it. They can easily accept it, and that is an issue that we have, and they are easily open to those spirits. And remember, this is a spiritual walk. We are spiritual people, so these spirits know when or know who they are dealing with. That's something that we forget. We look at it as being physical so much until we forget that this thing is spiritual. And spirits recognize spirits. You can hear these homosexuals say, "Oh yeah, they can tell. Oh, they can recognize a homosexual." It's not that they can watch his physical appearance or anything they do. It could be one of hardcore dudes undercover, but they know because the spirit knows, or again, the spirit bear witness. Not just the spirit of the Most High, but that evil spirit know who to deal with. Hey, let's get a real quick script. Unless somebody else got something to say, I want to bring some scriptures out because we ain't brought none out yet.
Yes, Salaki, that's a fact, man. I just wanted to land back on what Brother KG said about being in the industry, you having to do something. And I want to ask y'all, have y'all ever seen this video about this artist named Lil Tony?
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
did
we
some
just
stuff
talked
about
about
that.
that. Yeah.
Okay, Salaki, I closed my mouth then.
we had just mentioned it.
But
Mikael brought him up. Let's get first Samuel 6:14 through 23.
hey, Shalakia, real quick, that's why that Cat Williams podcast with Shannon Sharp was so important. A lot of people missed out on a lot of things that he was saying, but not saying.
Yes, sir. Because
And
he
what
exposed
happens is you are in the wrong place, definitely at the wrong time, because they're gonna try to. Okay, it may not even be a spirit on that same homosexual spirit on you. They could just see a spirit of black somewhere. And like that sister just said, they try to make sure the father's not in the house. But I posted something up there. I said the momentum of the women's liberation and empowerment movement rests in the support of gay rights and vice versa. So they feed off each other. And what the commerce or the money aspect is the man, the black boy. They are the targeted one because if they can target, that boy cannot grow into a man that sets things in order and set things right according to the Most High. And so they work. We as men, we have so many things against us, and that's why we have to be. We have to know these things because one of the other things I learned, even where I work at, there's a lot of people that try to guard you from that knowledge. Oh, don't tell them that they too young. There, say they still babies. They'll wait until you're 18 to expose you to these things, and by the time you're 18, it's already too late. Your mind has already been set to wickedness because you have not been geared in the correct way how to do things. And so that's something that we have to look at too. When we're looking at these spirits transfer, these people guard the ways because they understand they want to have ease of access. I rest my case.
All
And
right.
it's like to add to that point, man, that also goes into what the parents are allowing these children to look at and listen to. You know what I mean? You got children that's 3 and 4 years old that can quote a Cardi B song word by word.
Word by word.
You know what I mean? And they be having them looking at these seductive and demonic videos.
Yep.
And now you got 12-year-old pregnant daughter.
Well, hey, to be
Even,
honest with you,
go ahead. Go ahead.
to be honest, real quick, and I think I sent it to you. I'm gonna look for it, Eliyahu, real quick. But there was a guy online. I think I sent it. I'm trying to look for it. He's a trans dude, or he's just whatever he is. He's brimstone food at the end of the day. But he said, as a teacher, it's his job to teach kids about transgenderism and pronouns. And if he even said himself, and I think he's dealing with the young ones, if they don't do something right, then he withholds them from recess and re-talks to them or reteaches them about that trans stuff because it's his job to make kids trans. Now, I don't know if there was somebody lying. In my job, I mean, it's just that's not something you do, but you know, my knowledge, that's not something you do. But we have people out there like that, even if the parents don't allow it. There are people that they create these laws so they can do certain things, and they got that idea from the small hats. They create laws to be able to do what they want to do, and then they create other laws to get you to not say anything. Like we were talking about before, there's certain jobs you can't talk bad about the country of Israel, or they'll fire you. So that's how it is.
All praise, all praise. Appreciate the insight, brother. Appreciate it. First Samuel chapter 16, we'll read 14 through 23.
But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold now, an evil servant from God, an evil spirit from God troubled thee. Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on the harp. And it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from Yah is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well. And Saul said unto his servants, Provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me. What you say, read to Hebrew? You say
23. 23.
Oh, 23, okay.
Yes, sir.
Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that's cunning in playing, and a mighty valiant man, a man of war, a prudent in matters, a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, Send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly and became his armor bearer. And Saul sent to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight. And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took the harp and played it with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him.
Now you can't tell me that music do not control spirits that's within people. That's why some of these articles I was reading through about the music, it was trying to say that that's not what's causing this, and that's not what causing this. But again, these people has really studied us. They know the frequencies that we move by. This is over time. These things have happened, and most of the time they go into the scriptures and get the understanding on what to do to make us do certain things. But when we look at it, we hear the music. That you feel like music putting you in a certain vibe. It makes you feel a certain way. It may be a love song that you heard, before. Maybe a song that makes you think about somebody, your first love or whatever it was, what you was doing back at that time. Those are spirits that's coming within you. You think people just at concerts, going to concerts, jumping around, screaming, hollering, and all that? You can see some of these heathens out here, they running and jumping off stage or running, butting heads against each other. What you think controlling them, making them do that? I mean, they're bleeding, blood everywhere, listening to this music. Listening to this music. That's why we know that music does control people. Music does control people.
Salaki, I want to add to what you're saying because one of the key things that you said in the midst of what you were saying was frequencies. Now, when brother Mikael was reading that about David being able to play the harp, what we have to understand about the harp is a melodic instrument that uses strings to make these same frequencies in which brother Eliyahu was talking about. So what we are seeing here is that there is a frequency where it can make evil spirits leave. So if there is a frequency that can make evil spirits leave, then there has to be a frequency
Yes, sir.
that draws in evil spirits as well, which leads
Right.
me to the modern day music that is amongst us now. And I've said this before in other lessons, but what people don't understand is like a lot of songs today use this drum called an 808 drum. The 80
808.
Yes, yes, sir. The 808 drum is a low frequency drum. A lot of times you don't even recognize it because it's mixed in with other basses. But this drum by itself has such a low frequency that the frequency itself is considered demonic, even in the music industry. Like they know it's a demonic frequency, but they put these 808s in a lot of songs, and it be the songs that promote promiscuity, prostitution, violence, so on and so forth. But these frequencies, like Brother Eliyahu said just a few minutes ago, these be the same frequencies in which you get caught up in that vibe and you find yourself doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do or feeling a certain way that you wouldn't normally feel. It's because of that frequency that you're constantly hearing for the 3 minutes and 15 seconds or the 2 minutes and 50 seconds. By the time you know it, by the time you realize that you didn't replay the song 3 to 4, maybe even 10 times, and that frequency just then got worse. It then got worse. It then got worse. Up until the point now where your mood was a certain way before you listened to that song so many times. Now your whole countenance has changed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my man.
So like,
Can I add to that? Oh, go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Hawk.
What's going
Okay,
on? For
so
some, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
to put this in perspective for you guys, so because I do music and all that other stuff, the natural frequency for music sits at 432 hertz. So what they have done is made, and so when you put, I can't think of the name. If you brothers remember the name, there's a certain theory of perfect harmonic balancing. So I can't remember the actual proper name at the moment. But what happens is if you put something, if you take a glass of water and you put it at 432, it develops a perfect circle. It just it is in perfect harmony, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right.
So what the devils have done, they have turned up the frequency to 441. So with 441, it creates this harmonic disruption. Now, if we look at the human body is made up of a high percentage of water, and
75.
so 75. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens when they put that frequency that is very disruptive, and they cause your brain and whatever else in
Mm-hmm.
your body, because that's the blood, right? We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
put it all together. Your blood is actually water. So what happens when that happens? Now you get some
Chaos.
disruption, chaos, because there's even studies right now that show that certain frequencies can kill cancer. Now, but despite that, if you look at the club setting, right, and I want to bring out something with that homosexual spirit we were talking about, because that's all frequency too, right? Why do you think that they're so, when they do these things, in the industry, they're so enamored by the butt? Well, the anus has a lot of blood cells, blood vessels. So that's an entrance into getting into your system, is through that blood brain barrier. That's what they're trying to get to your mind.
And
And
that's why
so,
that's why they make them go sit on the couch.
right. So here's the other thing that y'all don't
The
realize.
orange couch.
Right. So when you go to a club, remember the floor is normally wood, not always concrete, but there's an interesting thing about concrete I'm gonna bring out. Typically, wood resonates with the music. So when you have the subwoofers on the ground, the subwoofers enact a frequency and that was in the old times where they used to have wood floors, right?
Mm-hmm.
The music will resonate up to your shoes. And normally we didn't have rubber shoes at that time, it was cork, but that frequency will go up. Now when they started causing disruptions back in the 90s, you still kind of had those type shoes. That's why they push for certain types of shoes, because what happens is if you go to the club, they have the subwoofers pumping. Those subwoofers and then that frequency of the 808 go up from your heel to your hips, and your hips rest the coccyx, which is the bottom of your spine. Your spine goes all the way up to the base of your spine. What happens is those frequencies hit your pelvis and your spine, and it creates a sensation similar to sex.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're going after. That's why you see a lot of people lose their mind and start getting all sexual, and you see that frequency because it's going through the speakers in the system using frequencies to do that.
That's powerful.
Yeah, that's this is it's vibrations. It's a
Yes.
vibrational thing, brother. Yedadiah, you absolutely
Yes.
correct. And just to add on to what you're saying, I wanna say this. Uh, Now this is a project, brothers and sisters, that everybody can do. Um, get you a glass of water, or get you a glass of
Mm-hmm.
water, or something that you can, even an ice cube, something that you can pop out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, you can take it out of its casing or whatever. If you speak negativity into that ice cube, or that vibration of water, and let it go sit, it will look differently than what it would if you spoke positivity into that water. You could see, like, when they froze, I seen it on a video once. Oh, they spoke negativity, they spoke negative things into the water, they froze it. When they went back and looked at it, the water was froze a certain way. But when they spoke positivity into the water and turned around and froze it, it looked entirely different from when they spoke negativity into it. But that also just goes to show you that there is not only power in the tongue, or what we say, but vibrations within itself. Because when you speak at a certain frequency, you speak at a certain vibration, and that goes along with the music as well. Because even though you can listen to instrumentals and get that same feeling, it's along with the words with that vibration that causes the same thing as well. And I digress. Go ahead.
Yeah, the words work as enchantments.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Let me get Ephesians 5:19-21.
Speaking to yourselves in songs and hymns, spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Give thanks always for all things unto Yah and the Father, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
21.
So submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Lord.
Again, when we get ready to speak these hymns and things, that's why, like I say, the music that y'all brothers put together, man, is music that we need to be listening to because of what's being said behind the music. Like the brother was just saying, the negative stuff. Music, if it make the water or the ice cubes look different, it gonna make your consciousness or make you look different. So,
That's right.
and then just take the physical part of it, where you take when Daniel and the three Hebrew boys was eating the king's didn't eat the king's meat. They ate vegetables. When they came to, they said their countenance or the way they looked was better than anybody that was eating the abomination or whatever meat that they had out there. The thing is, they know the enemy. They know this. Again, we don't realize how much they studied us. We don't see that. I mean, they got major think tanks out there. They go into in-depth study of us on how to get over on us or how to keep us in sin to accomplish what they want. Not only monetary, but the more spirits they get in their world, they figure they are winning. And we easily go over into that world because of the what we want from that world, or what they make us feel that we want from that. Instead of going in like they did and singing melodies in your heart to the Most High. The disciples got together, or the apostles got together and sang hymns before to the Most High, giving thanks to the Most High. And this is what we need to be doing ourselves.
Shalakia,
Go ahead.
if you don't mind, real quick, this will be real quick. I want to show you what you guys were just talking about. Can you post? Can you show the preview from what on my screen? I want y'all to see this.
Let me stop sharing real quick.
This is important.
Somebody fell off?
Yeah, I think so. I think Tuvi fell off. Y'all see that, brothers? Look what it says when you say thank you to the wisdom, truth, eternal, angel, I love you, peace. Now, if you look at that, remember what the scripture said about calling somebody a fool? Look at what that did. It totally destroyed it. Remember how many of y'all brothers heard a sister say to her son, "You make me sick"? Look what it did right here. Evil, polluted water before prayer. This is what prayer does. Prayer changes things. Polluted water after prayer. That's why the Lord said we need to pray.
I'm glad you brought that up, brother Yedadiah, because that's a perfect example.
All praises.
All praises to the Most High. Yeah.
What Tuvi wanted? He put something in.
He said, read the Ezekiel 28 about Lucifer being a musician in heaven, and tie that into first 1 Adam and Eve 20. Satan used music to lure the sons of Seth to sin.
Where was that in Ezekiel 28? Tuvi said words. I know it's. Hold on,
let me see.
Hold on, I'm gonna get that one. I'll have to pull up the Adam Eve one. Find out where that one at. Which verse that was too? You remember from Ezekiel, and then after this one, we're gonna go ahead into the other part of the what you call the through objects.
Okay.
Through objects. But y'all bringing some good insight. Seeing like the chat was on, they wanted to hear that. Some things that was never said here before. They have never heard that before. Appreciate y'all chiming in. Ezekiel 28. I'm on Ezekiel 28. Where is it? I read it myself. But if any of you brothers see, okay.
Tufi, you need to come back in, brother.
You know,
started. Go ahead, Mike.
The main goal of these demonic frequencies, and back to what we was talking about, the homosexual ad. All sin leads to homosexuality.
Hey, you were right. You're right. In the book of Daniel, it said that the Antichrist, he's not gonna want a woman.
That's right. And that's who they trying to get the world ready for, because that's what he want, a world full of damn gone lesbians and punks.
Flamethrowers, right? Right.
What they say, they were even tainting the water with atrazine.
Yeah, we were tainted it with something. I know they was turning.
Atrazine.
It was some frogs. It was changing the gender.
Yeah.
Frogs. So
Mhm.
we say he got a situation over there. 11 through 15. I was at 13. Let's get that Ezekiel 11, 28, 11 through 15.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus said the Lord Yah, Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of Yah. Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, and the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, and the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou was created. Thou
Mm.
thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of Yah. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou was created, till iniquity was found in thee. By the
Mm.
multitude of thy
I
go
think that
ahead.
was it. At the bottom of 13, it says, The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes were prepared in the day that thou was created. In the day that thou was created. So he was created with music in him. And so if somebody has that mindset already on music to use it for what it's supposed to be used for, and then they go wayward away from the Most High, they would know the other side, the left side of it, on how to use it. So we're not going to use it that way. We're going to use it this way. And this is the transferring of spirits through music.
Another way of thinking about that too, when you saying that, go back to that real quick up.
Uh-oh. Hold on, I left it. My bad.
If we look at it that way, I'll try to come off from memory with that. When it said that, it said the frequency that's in you. So the frequency that was in Hashatan was already in him the day he was created.
Yeah, right. That's right. That's what it said.
Mm-hmm. So that means that he was tainted from the beginning.
Right. Well, I'm not going to say he was tainted from the beginning. He was there to be used. The Most High created him for good.
Right. Okay.
He created him for good. Yeah, he created him for good. But he went to and used it in the way that he wanted to use it for.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's get the transfer of the spirits through objects. And it may be a part 6 to this.
You talking about that little Annie? Because didn't they give her credit for killing that one dude already?
Hold on, let's get it.
I'll get it for you on too.
What we was transferring the music through. No, was it objects? No, I'm sorry, it wasn't transferring the music through objects. This was transferring the music. I mean, transferring the spirits through food, water, and alcohol.
Oh,
Y'all want to bring something out on it?
well, hey, that chat
let
room
me
got quiet then, didn't it?
let
Look
me
at it. They
let
ain't
me
saying nothing.
let me read this. Let me read this, and then I'm gonna kick the door on it, and I'm gonna let y'all have it. That's number 9, right? Yeah, okay. Number 9, transference of spirits through food, water, and alcohol. There is a powerful transference of spirits through food, water, and alcohol. Through these avenues, spirits can be transferred negatively or positively. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 19 through 20, and Revelations 2 and 14 for reference. For example, taking items dedicated to idols or participating in accursed rituals will most likely pave the way for the transference of unholy spirits. This can spiritually poison or defile someone. So with that being said, y'all can still hear me. I'm still clear, kind of.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can see it.
Okay. Well, going back to I think it was brother Jedediah that brought this up just a second ago before we read the scripts in Ezekiel. Um yeah, I think you said something about estrogen being pumped in the water.
Yes.
They used that on frogs first, and they seen what it did to frogs. Then they turn around and use that same method in random neighborhoods, black neighborhoods, basically project communities. Um, in each community that they use this same tactic in, more gay people or more homosexuals came out of these communities than they did in areas that they weren't used. The tactic wasn't used at. And here's the thing about, the whole, we all know alcohol, every time you go to the store, it says wine and spirits. They say that for a reason. Then you have to turn around and, when we pray over food, what are we praying for? We're praying that the Most High bless it, right? So once again, going back to my example that I used earlier, if there is higher frequencies that'll stop evil spirits, there got to be lower frequencies that'll bring evil spirits in. And we know that our voice is a frequency within itself. Because in some, when we read, I can't remember the exact script we read, but it said we were singing psalms and hymns, but we was honoring the Most High. Okay, with that being said, if a witch speaks over your food and she speaks negatively over it, you are then, or if you're even using it or eating an abomination, and that abomination is then consecrated to a god that is not your god. It's the same equivalence. It's the same negativity being put in through somebody speaking over your food or enchanting over your food or your water, in which we just gave the example of what it looked like when you speak negatively over the water. But all this, brothers and sisters, it all goes together. But go ahead, y'all. I digress.
Hey, go give me you see, can you see the screen right there with the epistle of Barnabas?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want you to read that. I'm gonna let you go ahead and read that. And I want y'all to listen to the read of this was written by somebody. I know I don't use a lot of extra biblical books, or I haven't been using a lot of extra biblical books, but I will be starting using them on my channel even more now. But this is the Epistle of Barnabas. They do have one that's called the Gospel of Barnabas. I think that's a fraudulent one. But this one right here, I thought was pretty interesting when it talked about food, and this is talking about the dietary law of food. Let's read that for me. Starting at read chapter 10.
We're gonna read 10 and 4 all the way down to 4.
May go further. I'm gonna
Okay.
read. Yeah, may go further.
Okay.
Okay.
Barnabas chapter 10 and verse 1. But for as much as Moses said, ye shall not eat swine, nor eagle, nor falcon, nor crow, nor any fish which have no scale upon it, he received in his understanding 3 ordinances. Yea, and further he said unto them in Deuteronomy, I will lay as a covenant upon this people my ordinances. So then it is not a commandment of God that they should not bite with their teeth, but Moses spake it in spirit. Accordingly, he mentioned the swine with the intent. Thou shalt not cleave, said he, to such men who are like unto swine. That is, when they are in luxury, they forget the Lord. But when they are in want, they recognize the Lord. Just as the swine, when it eateth, knoweth not his Lord, but when it is hungry, it crieth out. And when it has recognized food again, it is silent. Neither shalt thou eat eagle, nor falcon, nor kite, nor crow, thou shalt not. He saith, cleave unto or be likened to such men who now not how to provide who know Salakia. Such men who now not have to provide food for themselves, but tall and sweat, but in their lawlessness seize what belongeth to others. And if they were walking in guiltlessness, watch and search for someone one to rob in their rapacity, such as these birds alone do not provide for food themselves, but sit idle and seek low, they may they may eat the meat that belongeth to others, being pestilent in their evil doings.
All right, Salakia. Y'all see what it's saying? We have a physical dietary law on what we can and cannot eat. Now, in this epistle of Barnabas, he's bringing out the spiritual side of it, saying we shouldn't be eating these things, or he's comparing them to men. Stay from around people like this. Why? Because you may become like those people if you're around them. So it's showing you just through the physical dietary law on what we should be looking for in the food part of it, spiritually. But come on.
Verse 5. And thou shalt not eat, saith he, lamprey, nor paupus, nor cuttlefish, thou shalt not. He meaneth become like unto such men who are desperately wicked and are already condemned to death, just as these fishes alone are accursed and swim in the depths, not swimming on the surface like the rest, but dwell on the ground beneath the deep sea. Moreover, thou shalt not eat the hair. Why so? Thou shalt not be found a corrupter of thou shalt not be found a corrupter of boys, nor shalt thou become like such persons. For the hair gaineth one passage in the body every year. For according to the number of years it lives, it has just so many what is that?
Orifices.
Orifices. Okay. Verse 7. Again, neither shalt thou eat the hyena. Thou shalt not, saith he, become an adulterer or a fornicator, neither shalt thou resemble such persons. Why so? Because the animal changeth its nature year by year, and becometh at one time male and another time female.
Now, see the understanding of this hyena. If you look at the hyena pack, the woman or the female hyena is the leader of the pack, and she's bigger than the male, and she has a mock phalluses. Come on, keep reading.
Moreover, he have hated the weasel also, and with good reason. Thou shalt not, saith he, become such as those men of whom we hear us working iniquity with their mouth for uncleanness. Neither shalt thou cleave unto impure women who work iniquity with their mouth. For this animal conceiveth with its mouth concerning meats. Then Moses received 3 decrees to the effect and uttered them in a spiritual sense, but they accepted them according to the lust of the flesh, as though they referred to eating.
Y'all see that, right? On everything that we deal with, there's a physical side and there's a spiritual side, and we see that Barnabas, this epistle of Barnabas, he was bringing out this spiritual side of this food. When we talk about transferring of spirits through food, a lot of times we don't understand that we have people like this that's out here in this world that can have us be in the corruption that they are. So he was telling you, stay away from those type of people, because their spirit may transfer upon you. Like they said in Corinthians, evil communication corrupts good manners. And also talk about being around such people like this, putting your trust in such people like this. Look, they said about the rabbit, I'm gonna have to go and do some research on it. Talking about he's a corrupter of boys. A person that is that act as a rabbit is a corrupter of boys.
But look at the spiritual side of that, Hebrew.
Come on.
What do they promote on the day of the Most High Feast in Easter? They promote the rabbit.
Promote the rabbit.
You see why going to church and having Easter Day program, they was putting the spirit of homosexuality on top of us?
Again, that's it. Like you said earlier, all those sins lead back to that homosexuality. One of the sins that it's rough to come back from.
And then another thing, Hebrew, the hyena. It's a girl on YouTube I listen to that talked about the dating scene, and she called the women and the men that are in whoredom. She called them hyenas. And then another thing that go into that hyena. What are the men and the women doing today? Becoming what? You got hyena. Basically, what that script saying is a morphodite. It has a male and female part.
Yep.
Now, what are these people doing today?
Yep.
Whether the woman have a strap on,
Yep.
it's the same thing. It leads to the same thing.
Cats getting pegged.
Yeah, that's what they into today. Pegging.
Peggy Sue, like to be called.
Yeah, being
Right.
pegged. See, man, this is so sickening. But you know, all of this, I got a video I just want to show, but I'm gonna let y'all get to.
You want to bring it out now? Come on.
All right, I want to show you something, Hebrew. Let me share this screen.
And while he's doing that, I want to bring out something real quick. We got to watch what we're looking at, because what is the general, I guess, example of homosexuality when you're watching TV shows or movies? It's always a black man. Always a black man.
That's that's us. Like city out to get us. Go ahead and play it out.
Now the order of Melchizedek Tupelo, we familiar with this video. KG, you never saw this. Eliyahu, I think you done saw it. You've been on that channel.
That was the one I was talking about. That was the one I was trying to get to. Yes, thank you.
So this is the agenda.
No, y'all done showed me this video, brother. I'm familiar with it. Y'all done showed it to me.
Past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you. You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect.
Wow.
But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco. Warn about we're coming for them. We're coming for your children.
So that's enough of that. I just wanted to show y'all that garbage. This is what this the agenda. To go back to what Eliyahu brought out in that Barnabas. What the hair is what the corrupter of boys.
Corrupter of boys.
So we had we got new terms to use. So rabbit, we gonna refer to them as what? The homosexual. These rabbits out here corrupting the young boys. Go ahead.
Give me we'll see, Prince of Barnabas. I got to give me 1 Corinthians chapter 8, and we're gonna read 4 through 13. I think it is. That's what I want. 1 Corinthians chapter 8, 4 through 13. But that is wicked, man. That is wicked. Let me put it on the screen. I don't even have no screen. So whenever you get there, go ahead and read it.
As concerning, therefore, the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifices unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and there is none other than Yah but one. And for though there be that are called gods, lowercase, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods, many lords, many. But to us there is but one Yah, the Father, of whom are all things, and we in him, and the Lord Jesus Christ, by whom are all things, and we by him. Howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge, but some with conscience of the idol unto this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol, and their conscience being weak is defiled.
See,
But
so like this is what Brother KG was talking about like that witch praying over your food. This is exactly what he was talking about. Idol is nothing. We know this, but you got some people that don't understand that it's nothing. You got some people that is weak behind it, going into eating things sacrificed to these idols, or idol has prayed them. But we know that it's nothing to us. Man, what they prayed over what? Oh, man, give me that. I go ahead and eat it. If it's lawful food, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna go ahead and you can say whatever you want to say over, call it what you want to call it. I'm I'm gonna eat it. But you may have somebody around you that's not that strong, so we need to be looking out for another as well. This is what Paul was talking about in this sense. We know it's nothing to us, but just in case, you just get rid of it. You don't have to eat it, not for you. Not for your conscience sakes, because you understand, but for their conscience sakes and the one that prayed over. I got him now. Yeah, I got him. I know. I done cast his. Look, go ahead, but go ahead.
Verse 8. But meat commendeth us not to God, neither for neither if we eat are we the better, neither if we eat not are we the worse. But take heed, lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak. For if any man see thee, which has knowledge, sit at meat in the idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols?
See that?
And
Yep. Go
and
ahead.
through thy knowledge shall the weak brother perish from whom Christ died? But when ye sin so against the brethren and wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Christ. Wherefore, if meat take my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth. But I'm sorry, let me start over. Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth, lest I make my brother to offend.
Those are positive spirits being transferred now. I would shut it down without eating no flesh if it's gonna offend my brother. But seeing him bold, man, oh, you can go ahead and eat this, because a lot of people, a lot of brothers will go ahead and eat it thinking this is okay. But like the scriptures say, they ate it not by faith. They ate it not by faith. Um, One more I wanted to get. Acts 15:29 I have in here, and I'm gonna show y'all. Show y'all, get an article for you real quick on some of these witches, what they do. Acts 15:29. I had that written down. I hope that's what I wanted.
Did you guys get that name I told y'all about, that witch? Michelle Landry or whatever her name is?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. All right. Oh yeah, that's Acts 15:29. Talking about. Go ahead and read that for me, Mikael.
All right.
Go ahead.
That ye abstain from meats offered to idols, and from blood, and from things strangled, and from fornication, from which if ye keep yourselves, ye shall do well, and fare ye well.
That is the best thing that we can do. Stay away from meats and things sacrificed to idols, and stay away from people that are this way also, because their spirits will transfer, not just through the meats or the food, the physical food, but by their words or the things that they would say. I'm gonna show y'all an article real quick. Where you at, brother KG? Let
I'm
me see if I
right
can screen. Uh, I'm gonna show you how these people do things, man. Uh, you see? Can you see that?
here. Yes, sir.
All right. When you get, go ahead and read this. This is through food, water, and alcohol. Now we understand alcohol is spirit. They call alcohol spirits, but this right here is talking about water. Go ahead and read it for me.
Scrying with black water. Scrying is gazing at an object, a black mirror, a crystal ball, or a bowl of water with the intent of telling the future. Usually, the practitioner will sit in a comfortable position gazing at a shiny surface until images appear in your mind, and it's like it until images appear in your mind's eye or on the surface of the material you are gazing at. These are many types of divination practices out there, and scrying is probably one of the hardest. It is hard because it requires one to really let go of the mind chatter and allow the spirit world to speak to you. Many witches have a favorite scrying tool, and they can vary from a black mirror to the surface of a lake, favorite scrying bowl or even a obsidian bowl. Truth be told, any reflective surface will work. However, for the sake of this blog post, I will be talking about scrying with water, specifically black water.
Y'all see, we think it's just something that you just water just is something that goes by. These people using everything, everything to bring spirits out or to do these things with. Now they're talking about with you letting go of your mind, the things in your mind, and letting the spirit world into your mind.
I got a
It's
precept.
allowing the
When you finish
spirit
saying,
world. My bad.
now go ahead and finish. I just said I just got a precept to back up what we read in Corinthians.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Uh, we gonna bring this up to the day, because when we read this in Amos 5, this is the Most High was having a issue with Israel sacrificing things to idols, but we gonna look at this as today. Okay, he says, verse 21, I hate, I despise your feast days,
Mm.
and I will not smell in your solemn assembly. So, what are the feast days that our people are into today? The feast of the heathens, right? Like Easter and all of this other crap, right? They do
Mm.
in the church, right? And he said, and when you think of when he say right there about solemn assemblies, what is that? Churches for the day. He said, though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I would not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat meat. So, in church, when we get ready to eat it, we used to eat it now. What they used to have in there? Swine.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
All
okay.
catfish, fried, all that.
So when you see that, brother, see, we're gonna bring this up to the day where we can understand what was going on back then. So when they prayed over that garbage, the Most High said, I wasn't even in that building. That's why he said in the script, I dwell not in temples that made by man's hand.
Mm-hmm.
So then we read verse 23. They were singing all those gospel songs up in the church, right?
Mm.
Watch
Mm.
this. He said, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. But let judgment run down as mighty waters. I'm sorry, let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. Have you off? I'm gonna stop right there. So you see, the Most High didn't even hear those church songs that people think he hearing. He ain't
Mm.
hearing it because why? It's given unto another idol, like it was saying over there in First Corinthians when we was reading it.
Appreciate
or being led by homosexuals.
that.
That's right.
Appreciate that. Yeah, the Most High ain't with you. Why? And around that time, you can fake the fraud all you want. I was talking to some brothers yesterday, and around like Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know what the meals are that they cook around that time. You're gonna have your dressing, your turkey, and all those things. So when you start celebrating, or you say, well, it's just this time of the year that I just want to have some of that. No, you are actually celebrating those feast days with them. It may not be on that day, but you, for some reason, you know that you got a taste for it. You taste it. Oh, I can remember around this time of the year we ate this and we ate that. That's because that spirit has been transferred onto you. That's
Salaki
food
Hebrew.
with food.
Sister Arlene, that was Amos chapter 5, 21 through 24. Amos chapter 5, 21 through 24. Go ahead, Ali Yahoo. My bad, Hebrew.
No, you all good. It's all good. I'll go get that. Go ahead and finish reading that for me. Well, yeah. Oh, I got noise over here. Hold on.
Sound like your fan up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's been on. It's been on for a minute. Go ahead.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to see where I stopped at. Okay, black water is water that is black. It is a brand name and is sold by the bottle and liquor stores, and Amazon.com sells bottles. You can also visit their website here. It gives the website. Black water is spring water that has been infused with fulvic acid. This creates a very alkaline black colored water. It is very fun to experience this black water for the first time. When you first purchase it, you will notice that when the water is in the bottle, the water is very black in color, but under certain lights, it can look very brown. For a water witch who wants to learn how to scry, this is the best water to start with.
Y'all see?
Scrying, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go keep reading.
Scrying on black surfaces is very common in the witchcraft communities. Witches and fortune tellers have used everything from blackened mirrors to obsidian bowls to access messages from the other world. Perhaps you have tried to scry before with a bowl of water and it has left you wanting more. Perhaps you already scry with a black mirror and just want to bring water into your practice. Either way, picking up a bottle of black water and using it with your sacred vessel is a great start. Black water is mysterious, and the darkness of it connects us to the nocturnal, the darker aspects of ourselves and shadow work.
Hold on, let
That's
me.
crazy. The black water is supposed to have a bunch of vitamins and stuff. I remember it.
Yeah,
I remember having some of that.
yeah, it's supposed to. That's what they had before, full of fulvic acid, which our body needs. But now you start to see all this wickedness that they do with this type of stuff.
That's why
What,
they put it in their music videos.
what was that?
But the ritual with the water.
Oh, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you remember some of those, like I tell you a video. What's her name? Rihanna. And most
Yep.
of her videos, she gonna have some water.
Mm.
Yep.
These are water witches. These belong to the Marine Kingdom.
Yep. I
And
just
brother
noticed that.
and brother Tubi got a lesson on his channel talking about the Marine Kingdom.
Yeah, he went deep into it too. Yep.
Well, I mean, not only that, brother, Mikael, they be using the when they be having the mirrors that shows like the alternate version of themselves reacting a different way than in which they do it. They do it in movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because that mirror, basically, they're looking for, like they said, a spirit entity to show them something in the future or something like that. But they use these small examples like that in music videos and movies and so on and so forth.
And is that another great example of the Black Mirror? It's a movie that we grew up on, Candyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they tell you to
Yep.
do? Go in the bathroom, cut the light off. So when you cut the light off, the mirror actually dark.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Now you in there, cause we used to play the game too. You know, when I
Bloody
was young.
Mary.
Yep. Bloody
Yeah,
Mary. Yep.
we'll say Bloody Mary or what? Candyman, and get
Uh-huh.
scared as hell and run up out of there. But not knowing we was chanting evil spirits.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Hey, real quick, all of us are old enough to remember this. We actually saw a sacrifice in real time. I'm gonna explain to y'all what we talking about. If y'all remember, Aaliyah rocked the boat, right? That was her in water.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? And what happened? She died in that plane accident. And what came about? We just talked about that person. And so remember also, who were they connected to? That witch that I'm not going to even say her name. So all that, we're seeing these people do this right in our faces. But what I was talking to Eliyahu about something that occurred at the job. Sometimes, man, when we we got to be careful in this, dealing with this, because these spirits will do ambushes. They'll do all these distractions, but while the other spirit doing what it's doing, you trying to figure out what's going on. It's happening so fast, and that's the same thing what we saw with these with that girl Leah. She first had that movie talking about that vampire where she was, y'all remember what was that movie about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just can't think
Queen
of
of
the
the
name.
Queen of the Dam or something like
Queen of
that.
the Dam.
Yeah.
Then next time, what she did Queen of the Dam. Then later on, not even that long after, she had that Rock the Boat video, died, and then all that situation came about.
Right. Go finish reading that for me, Art.
Okay, to start, find a comfortable position and prep your workspace. You may choose to cleanse your space with incense, burning sage, or saning with your favorite herb. Be sure you
Now, whatever these may feel like instructions, so don't go out here and try none of this stuff from these water.
Yeah.
Try none of it, but look, y'all see what they doing. This is with even stuff that normally we use is sage. That's something you cook with. That's an herb that you put in your cornbread dressing. Yes. But they using it to burn. Talking about cleansing or getting away evil spirits. And even the way to get away evil spirits is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And pray to Him that He get those away. That's the way we know how to get rid of evil spirits. Ain't no burning on no sage. Gonna do none of that. Keep reading up.
All right. Be sure you use
Be sure.
burning sage or saning with your favorite herb. Be sure you use a sacred vessel and not just any old bowl from the cupboard. Scrying with black water can be done in a fully lit room, but dimming the lights and lighting a candle, placing it close to the bowl and letting the light dance on the surface is a wonderful way to start scrying. Start by clearing your mind and relaxing. Don't try
Clearing your
to.
mind. That's again clearing your mind. They want your mind to be open and free, so you can allow these spirits in. It's gonna talk about it.
Don't try to rush this, and don't get too disappointed if you don't get any images at first. It
Now
took me
look,
a. It took
what
me a
image?
good. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Salaki.
Salaki, I'm just cutting you off a little bit, and then I'm just what's called. What images do you think gonna be in your mind if you start doing this type of stuff? What type of images is gonna be there?
Uh-oh.
What are you bringing in there? What do they want you to bring in there? And you think about that this is just with water, something that's supposed to be good for that our body needs, full of vitamins and minerals. Look up fulvic acid. We need that. I think that what is it? Is it a Shilajit? I think it is. It has that. It's full of fulvic acid and it's black. We need that help us, but they're using it for something evil. Finish reading that paragraph. I ain't gonna cut y'all no more.
Oh no, you fine. It says don't try to rush this and don't get disappointed if you don't get any images at first. It took me a good 2 years of practicing before I got good at scrying, and to be honest, it is still not my strongest fortune telling medium. When you are relaxed, call upon any spirit or ancestor you may work with during or oracle your work, as them ask them for clear messages and the wisdom to understand the meaning of the images you see. Then allow yourself to slip into a trance and let your mind wander. As you see images, jot them down in your notebook and keep a log so you can begin to sort through ego and true messages from the other side. When you are finished, thank your spirits and ancestors for their messages and connect firmly with the earth and bring your mind back to the present moment.
Do you think that your mind, when you come back over from that other side, do you think your mind is gonna be free from whatever you brought, whatever you left with, or are you bringing some access over there, something else over there with you? This is why all these, like I say, these people transfer spirits through food, water, and then say one's gonna be alcohol. What is that? What is that scripture? Exodus 22:18. Exodus 22:18. That's right. It says you're not coming back alone.
Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. We were strictly against. Our brother KG dropped off. There you go. That's right. Sister Brother Hill says she keep the laws of the Most High. All this stuff is done by witches. Y'all don't go try this scouring stuff. Don't play with this black magic.
Because hey, Mr. Lockie, Hebrew. Y'all remember last year or maybe a year before last? I forgot the name of this movie. It was a scary movie. It came out in the theater, and a lot of people from my area went to saw this movie. Don't you know that no spirits jumped on them folks and sent them folks to the hospital? Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I think I remember something like that.
Oh, it was all throughout the country. I forgot the name. Was it Damien or that when it came out?
Oh my God!
I forgot the name. I tried to Google it, but I couldn't pull it up. But yeah, I know somebody personally that drove her crazy. To the hospital.
Mm. Wow. Okay, so give me a second. But you know, all these things we play around, we play along with. The Most High told him, don't dive into it. He don't mix with anything else. So, like a lot of people, we talk about good and evil. Good is not going to fight evil. I'm going to let y'all know that now. It's not going to fight. It's not going to be a war with evil. It's not going to be trying all that. It will not do it. If you accept, if you want to try to play with it, evil going to be present at all times. Good just going to leave and flee. Why should good have to stay there and fight with evil? So why should the Most High mix with these things of this other world, or on the other side, or on the left side? So we shouldn't be playing with none of these things, man.
That's
Hey,
why the
so
scriptures say, "Don't be ignorant of Satan devices." These are Satan devices that he puts out into the world, and we think it's innocent. And then you ever watch certain TV shows or movies, and you find yourself mimicking those people in those.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah,
see,
mm,
that's transferring the spirits.
mm.
Y'all remember the Batman movie with that guy in there? He was playing the Joker, and he drove him crazy, and he killed himself.
yep.
Yeah,
Okay, then. Let's
yeah.
not be ignorant to Satan devices, family. This stuff is
Mm.
real.
Hey, real quick, Shalakia. So I don't know if y'all remember that instance because you just remind me of that. That's a good example with that movie. Another good example is what happened with Astro World. There's a bunch of people. What was
Right.
it? Homeboy had a whole. What was it? He had a tunnel. Everybody thought it was just graphics with his mouth. Let me see if I can figure it out. Travis Scott.
Yeah, that was Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like he entered into a portal or something like that when he had that. Yeah, I remember.
There was
Uh,
people that died, and they said that they had people. It felt like something was sucking them in. But there was people that died. A lot of these people do these things because they're trying to get favors from these spirits, and they will leverage your life to do it. That's what happened with that movie. Somebody did some high level witchcraft, and when that happened, I'm pretty sure they'll. You can't hear it, but I'm pretty sure they had some incantations going on in that movie while you were not paying attention. But they were doing some incantations that opened up everybody to do that kind of stuff.
hey, let me get John chapter 5 and read 1 through 9, and we talked about how it is. You
St.
know the
John.
yeah Saint John. Let me get it on the screen. Where is it? Here we
What
go.
you saying, Yedadiah? I didn't mean
Say
to
that
cut
again?
y'all. I said, what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut y'all. I was trying to
No,
get
you
the
good.
script.
No. But I was saying same thing. What we talking about? A lot of these people when they doing these things, they make deals with the devil, but they will leverage your soul to do it, or they will volunteer other people to be victims in that kind of stuff. So we got, like you said, we have to understand number one what the devil devices are, and number two, have enough gall to get up and leave. Don't just sit there and just say, "Well, Lord, go protect me," because that's what Christianity taught. Oh, you just stay there and just pray. The devil ain't gonna get you. No, you get up from out of there, or just don't be there in general. Like the scriptures say, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. If the Lord tell you don't go over there, don't do it. But we got to first ask the Lord what He wants us to do.
Yeah, the scripture say resist the devil. That resist all you hear about is that's resistance. When you hear about resistance in the military, that's a fighting stance. They met resistance. That's somebody they fought against. So we use the word of the Most High to fight the devil, fight Satan and his devices. Look at that, John, real quick.
After there was a After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethsaida, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of the blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first after the troubling of the water stepped in was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. And certain men was there and had an infirmity, had an infirmity 30 and 8 years. Then Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been there a long time I got to turn the page, Hebrew.
All right.
He been there a long time. In that case, he said unto him, will thou be made whole? And the impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool, but while I'm coming, another steppeth down before me. Jesus said unto him, rise up, rise, take up thy bed and walk. And immediately the man was made whole and took up his bed and walked. And on that same day on that same day was the Sabbath.
Hallelujah. Y'all see that even on the positive side of things, they use water. These, like I say, they believe that when the angel came down and stirred up the water, when they touched that water, they were healed. So the same way that goes with baptism, you have accepted the Most High in Christ, and you ready to go down, like say, go down in the water to be baptized, making a covenant with Him that He is your Lord and Savior. Well, the enemy knows that, and they go and use that what we just saw or what we just read in that article about the water also, and they use it on the opposite side too. But I know it's gonna have to go into a probably 5 and 6 on this now. But well, we're gonna say all praise and glory to the Most High. Any of you brothers, man, got any lasting words y'all want to bring out to the people? Yeah, bring it out. Go ahead and bring it out.
And all praises to the Most High, man. Excellent lesson. And once again, I'm enjoying these series, man. All praises to the Most High for him. And brother, keep doing the work. Keep doing the work of the Most High. Let Him use you, and may He bless your hands and your family as well.
All praises, man. All praise. Like I said, you brothers make it easy for me, man. Especially the input y'all bring out. Come on.
I enjoyed it, brother. Like Brother Mikael said, man, enjoying breaking down this whole entire series with you, and just, man, the stuff that we've been bringing out, man, is very informative. And keep doing the work, like Brother Mikael said, and man, shalom to all you brothers. I love all of you.
Aman. Well, yeah, Jedediah.
I'm right here, man. It is a pleasure, honor, and privilege to be in the company of such esteemed individuals such as yourselves and everybody in the chat, man. I'm blessed to be a part of this, to put in this work, man. And knowing that we ain't crazy, for me, of understanding this stuff, knowing what's going on, but when other people don't understand it, it makes you feel like you're off. So it's great to talk to brothers and get a lot of information too, so we understand this battle that we're in over our hearts and minds and souls of ourselves, our families, and our extended family in Yasharala. So, man, may the Lord bless y'all and keep y'all in all your ways.
All praise to the Most High and His only begotten Son.
I got an announcement, Hebrew.
Bring it up.
I will be live tonight at 7:00. I'm gonna go and get this lesson out the way because I got a lot going on tomorrow. So the Sunday lesson will be tonight at 7:00. The Babylon is fallen. Part 3.
All praise, and shall make sure I'm chimed in. I won't start my libations too early after the Sabbath then.
You gonna go to bed, ain't
you? I'll be up, man. We're gonna give all praise and honor to the Most High. Appreciate you brothers once again, man, for coming on, bringing a whole lot that I need help with on this class, because like say a lot of times I'm going through it and I be having so much I want to bring out, but once this I just let the flow open, let the floor be open. Y'all brothers bring out everything I have on my mind to say. But I'm gonna give all praise and honor to the Most High, man. I appreciate you brothers once again. We're gonna get I see that Tuvi had fell off. He had something he was what's called, because I had try to get him up here too, because I know that brother got a lot of knowledge and insight on it. And Sister Veronica, we're gonna try to get that video to you. So when you ask about it, but may the Most High in Christ continue to bless y'all and keep y'all. Shabbat shalom, family. Shabbat shalom. Appreciate y'all.
Shabbat shalom.